Okay, children. Now, hmm. Okay, now, children, I am going to start the lesson. I told you that I have already gave you the introduction part, okay, of the three lessons. Okay, I told you that which are the three organs of the government. Just tell me which are the three organs of the government.
Rajya Sabha.
Organs, I said, legislature,
No,
executive, and
this
judiciary. Okay.
and judiciary.
Yes, these are the three organs of the government. Okay. Then I told you like in the legislature. So which are the two houses? That also I told you. Yes? Is it?
Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha.
Which are the two houses? Just tell me.
Lok Sabha and
Lok
Rajya
Sabha
Sabha.
and Rajya Sabha. Okay. So today I am going to start the lesson which is the legislature. Okay. So that is the first civics lesson in your textbook. Okay. So please listen carefully, children. Now this is the new lesson, that is the organs of the Indian government. Okay, in this you are going to study the legislature. Okay, is it clear to you all? Can you hear me properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now children, here the slides are visible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Or shall I increase the size?
No, ma'am. It is perfect.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, now introduction part. As you can see that to govern a country, okay, we many activities are involved. Okay, like we have to ensure the security. Even we have to see that the facilities are being provided to the people. Okay, for example, education, then health, then even collecting the taxes. Okay, so these all work, it requires some what we can say arrangement. Okay, it is not possible for alone government. Okay, so here you can see that there should be someone to attend all this, what we can call it as the arrangements, whichever the activities which are taking place in the country. Okay, so these arrangements are nothing but what we call them institutions. Okay, so they are performed, they arrange, the different departments take care of these things. Okay, so they are called as institutions. So on this base only you can see that the democracy works. Okay, and you can see that if the institution performs well, then only the democracy works properly in the country. Okay, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. The slides are visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, so this I explained you that day, that the government of India, which is also known as the central government or the union government. Okay. So I explained you about the legislature, which is also known as parliament, then executive, then judiciary. So I told you that legislature consists of which houses? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay. And who is the head of that legislature? You can call it as prime minister. Okay. And then executive, I explained you. So it consists of president, vice president, and cabinet ministers. Okay. In the same way, judiciary consists of Supreme Court of India. Okay. Now responsibilities. Legislature responsibility is to make the laws. Okay. So it will introduce the law. Okay. In both the houses. So it will introduce and they will discuss on that law. Okay. Then what does the executive does? It passes the law. Okay, it passes the laws which are made by legislature. Okay, both the houses which are presented in the both the houses, that law will be passed by executive. Okay, so this two things will be done by legislature and executive. Okay, okay, so now judiciary, what it does, it will try to solve the problems, okay, of the country, and also both the executives and the legislatures. Okay, and even the other related problems like matters or conflicts with the individuals, as well as if they have the problem with the government or central government. Okay, so all these issues will be solved by the judiciary. So now, is it clear to you all?
Ma'am.
Yes. Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then
Voice is lagging.
just a minute, the network is not proper, so that's why it is happening. Now here, you can see the picture. Can you see this picture?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. I'll speak loudly. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Now, this is the framework of the Indian government. Okay. So, we the people of India. So, we all are the people of India. Okay. So, this is held by whom? The legislature, then executive, and then judiciary. Okay. So, in the legislature, you can see that
Yes, ma'am.
the parliament, which is also known as parliament, we have Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay. And then executive, we have a president, okay, and the prime minister, and the council of ministers. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Yes. Just a minute. Sanket is joining. Okay. So now the judiciary. Okay. Here we have Supreme Court, High Court, District Court. Okay. Now is it clear to you this framework of the Indian government?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. We'll go to the next slide. Okay. Now what is this? Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the Parliament House, okay, which is also known as what? Sansad Bhavan. Okay. Now here you can see that where it is situated, the Parliament House in
New Delhi.
New Delhi. Okay. So is it clear? Yes. Now this is nothing but the two houses of the parliament. Okay. So the first one is the Lok Sabha and the second one is the Rajya Sabha. So we have two houses in the parliament. Now just tell me, Lok Sabha is called as what? One more name. I have explained you this.
Rajya Sabha.
No, Baba. See, listen. I told you that Lok Sabha is the lower house, Rajya Sabha is the upper house. Okay? So you should not forget this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? You should remember this. Now, so this is the picture of a Rajya Sabha. Okay? So here the sessions will take place. All whatever discussion will be going on, that will take place here. Okay? So this is the picture of a Rajya Sabha house. Okay? So this way.
Ma'am, Rajya Sabha means for state, no?
No, Baba. Rajya Sabha is like, it is at the center, okay? State representatives will be present there in the Rajya Sabha, okay? That I'll explain you later. Now just remember this, that we have two houses. One is Rajya Sabha and the another one is Lok Sabha, okay? So today I am going to explain the Rajya Sabha, okay? And tomorrow I'll be explaining you the what we call it as lower house, which is that, tell me. Lok Sabha. Okay, now here. See here, Rajya Sabha. Okay, now what is the composition? Okay, we are going to study here. What it has, what it consists of. Okay, can you see the slide properly here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, the first, as we know that Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the parliament. Okay, so it is the upper house. Then, it can have up to 250 members. How many members? 250 members, including 12 members nominated by the President of India. Okay, so this is the what we call it as the members. Okay, so 250 members, including 12 members which will be nominated by whom? President of our country. Okay, then at present the Rajya Sabha has 245 members. Okay, 12 nominated and 233 elected. Okay, so at present we have 245 members. Okay, next, the elected members represent the state and union territories. So as we can see that in the Rajya Sabha, whichever these members are present in the Rajya Sabha, those are the representatives of states and the union territories. Okay, now just tell me how many states we have in our country?
29.
No, beta. Just tell me. Do you know that what change has taken place this year?
28.
Yeah, 28 states and how many union territories?
7.
9.
9.
7.
That state has been converted into
9.
union territories. So you should not forget this.
Ma'am, 9.
Yes, 9 union
9.
territories. Yes. So the elected members will be the representation of the union territories, okay, and the states. Now, whichever the state will be having more population, so more members of that state will represent in the Rajya Sabha, okay. So if, for example, Maharashtra or Uttar Pradesh is having more population, okay, so what will happen? They will have more, what we can say, members in the Rajya Sabha. Okay, is it clear? Please, whenever I ask you, yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
See, whenever I'll ask you the question, then only you reply. Don't speak anything in between. Okay?
27.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
27.
Now listen here. The members
27.
representing a state are elected by the elected members of the. So those members which are present in the Rajya Sabha, they are the elected members from where? From the state legislative assembly. So in the state, in each and every state, they will be having a state legislative
Nine.
assembly elections.
Territories.
Okay, so these legislative assembly will elect the members, okay, and these members will represent the state, okay, and they will be present in the Rajya Sabha. Now do you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now the representatives of the union territories are elected according to the rules, okay, so which are made by the parliament. So parliament will put some rules, okay, so they will present some rules. So according to those rules, the representatives of the union territories are elected, okay. So is it clear now, the composition and the meaning of the Rajya Sabha?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, say yes, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just a minute, okay. Okay, now here you can see that now qualifications for Rajya Sabha, okay. So now there are certain qualifications, okay, to be a member of the Rajya Sabha, okay. Now the first thing is you should be an Indian citizen first of all, okay. If you are a citizen of of India, then only you can contest a election, okay, or you can be a member of the Rajya Sabha. Then the second one is not less than 30 years of age. So your age should be how much? 30 years and above, okay. Then third thing, should not hold any salaried government job. That means what? You should not work in the government offices, okay. So you should be independent. You should not have the payment from the government, okay. Otherwise you cannot be a member of the Rajya Sabha. Then they say that should not acquire the citizenships of another country. That means your you should be citizen of your country only. You cannot acquire, you cannot take the citizenship of another country, okay. So otherwise you have to leave the citizenship of one country and then you have to accept other country, okay. So this is the rule. Then you should be mentally sound. That means what? You should be, understood now what I mean to say? You should be mentally sound. So you should know what you're doing, okay. You should have the sense, okay. So mentally sound. If anyone is having a problem, mental problem, he cannot be a member of the Rajya Sabha, okay, medically. Then should not be bankrupt. You should not have any loans or anything, or you should not be a bankrupt of any of the banks, okay. So your dues should be clear. Then no criminal procedures against him. That means, and there should not be any cases, okay, against him registered in the police station. Okay, he should have a clear, what we call it as, his life. Okay, he should not be involved in any criminal cases. So is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now,
Ma'am.
next is the tenure of the Rajya Sabha. What do you mean by tenure? Just tell me. Can anyone tell me? What is the tenure? Meaning of tenure? The period of Rajya Sabha. Understood? The Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. As we know that it is a permanent house. Okay. So what it does, its members are elected for the term of 6 years in accordance with the system of proportional representation. So what happens here? Here we will be having elections for 6 years period. Okay. So the person who will be elected here, he will be sitting for the 6 years period. Okay. And it is a permanent house. Now what they do, after 6 years they will not have elections like Lok Sabha. What will happen here? The 1/3 of its members are retired in every second year. So what will happen now? The members, 1/3 of its member will retire in every second year. So the house is permanent here. Okay. As the other members will be working here. Only the 1/3 will retire, and this 1/3 again new members will be taken here in the Rajya Sabha. So it is a permanent house. So they will work for 6 years. Okay. If the 6 years period is over, then again they will be retired and the other members will be there. Okay. Now next point. The vice president is the chairman of the house. Okay. You understood this? So who is the chairman? Vice president. Then all the states do not send equal number of members to Rajya Sabha. That means what? See, each state will have a different population. Okay. So if the population is more of any one state, it will have more members in the Rajya Sabha. Okay. So they will not send equal number of members. Okay. Is it clear? Then next, the representation is decided on the basis of the population. So already I told you, it depends on the what? The population of the state. So if the population is more, they will have more representatives of their state in the Rajya Sabha. Okay. Is it clear, children? Say yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Now the
Yes,
next
ma'am.
one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
members nominated by the president are distinguished. So as we know that we have 12 members which are nominated by the president. Is it or not? Yes? I told you earlier. Okay? So 12 members will be nominated there. Okay? So here you can see that the distinguished authors, here you can see that so here you can see that the members nominated by the president are distinguished authors. So the president will nominate from the different fields. Okay, here you can see that. Okay, I'll just wait for some time. Okay, the journalist, then the economist, jurist, scientist, artist, social workers, and so on. So what president will do? These 12 members he can select from all these fields. Okay, they may be authors, they may be journalists, they may be economists, they may be jurists, even scientists, so even artists. Okay, so all this you can see that he can select the members. Okay. Now next, here you can see that the next is among the distinguished people you have been nominated to the Rajya Sabha are poet. Okay, so till now the members who have been selected by the president or nominated by the president, till now we can see that some of the members like Maithili Sharan Gupta, he is a Hindi poet. Okay, then scientist Satyendranath Bose, actress Sabana Azmi, then singer Lata Mangeshkar, and then journalist Khushwant Singh. So these are the members. Till now you can see that the president had nominated them. Okay, in the Rajya Sabha. The next point is the Rajya Sabha is not dissolved after a fixed term. I told you that after the fixed term, it is not been dissolved. It is a permanent body. Only the 1/3 of its members will retire every 2 years, and new members will be elected to that vacant seats. Okay, so each member will work for how many years? 6 years. Okay.
6 years.
So here you can see that the Vice President of India presides over the Rajya Sabha. So who is the member who will be taking the sessions? Vice President. Okay, he is the ex officio. Okay, here the spelling is mistake here. Officio it is. Okay, CIO. Then he is the chairman because he gets this post. Okay, he will be selected by whom? By the office of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, so he is also known as ex officio. Okay, then in the chairman's absence, if the chairman is not present any one day, so who will be there taking that sessions meetings? The deputy chairperson. Okay, so chairman, deputy chairperson will take the sessions. Okay, now the Rajya Sabha members elect the chairman. Okay, who will elect the chairman? This deputy chairman. The Rajya Sabha members only will select one among themselves. Okay, so in the absence of the vice president, what will happen? Then this deputy chairman will take the sessions. Now is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am.
Yeah. The network is not proper, so it is taking time to change the slides. Yes. Now, can you tell me that who is this person? He is the president.
Venkaiah Naidu.
Yes, Venkaiah Naidu. He is the
Kara
president ex
Naidu.
officio chairman. Okay, and he is the vice president of India. Okay, of the Rajya Sabha. Now, can you see this picture properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the working pattern. Now, how the what we call it as Rajya Sabha or the Lok Sabha works. Okay, so that I will explain that. The Indian Parliament has to have at least 2 sessions. Okay, as we know that they will be having sessions, they will be meeting in the houses. Okay, so they should have 2 sessions in a year. Okay, and the gap should be how much? Should not be more than 6 months. So what they will do? Every 6 months they will be having a session. Okay, so in a year 2 sessions will be there. Okay, and who will introduce the session now? Your president will summon or he will introduce the session, and you can see that it will close each session. Okay, now here you can see that the first session begins with an address by whom? President. So who will address the meeting here? The session first meeting will be addressed by the president. Then there are fixed time periods. Okay, so they will be having a fixed time period for these sessions. Okay, whatever meetings they will be taking, they will be having a fixed time period. As the question hour they call it as, and the 0 hour for the parliament. Okay, so they will discuss on different matters. Okay, so in the question hour they will be having different issues, and in the 0 hour they will be having different issues. Okay, so on different matters they will speak. Okay, now you understood this, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now this word quorum is new to you. Okay, I'll tell you now. So here you can see that quorum is nothing but it means the minimum number of members required to be present in order to enable. So it means what? We require minimum members in the house during the session. Okay, so whenever this meeting will be taken, we require minimum number of what we call it as members. Okay, so without that we cannot run the session. Okay, so they say that how many members? Now both in the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, we should have 1/10 of the total membership of each house. Okay, so both the houses, if now Rajya Sabha is having, it will have 1/10 of the members. Okay, so same way, if Lok Sabha is present, they will also have 1/10 of the members. What is happening? Who is talking there in between? Children, you should not chat among yourself. Please listen carefully. Now next, in case if quorum isn't present, what happens? If this quorum, minimum members are not present in the house, then these proceedings will not take place, because we require minimum members to pass the bills and the resolutions which are introduced in the houses. Okay, so minimum members should be present. Okay, so the total members will be there. So out of that, you can see that 1/10 of the members will be present. Now here you can see that now we know that these members are appointed in the Rajya Sabha. Okay, so we have to wait for we have to know about the salaries and the allowances of this MPs, those who are there present in the Rajya Sabha. Okay, so now the members of the salary at present we have how much? 50,000 rupees. Okay, this is the present salary for the members of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, and daily allowance they get how much? 200 if they have a session. Okay, so whenever this discussion on the matters, they will have a parliament session. Okay, so that time daily they will be getting 2,000 rupees. Okay, then a free accommodation will be provided in the Delhi if they will be having this session in Delhi. Okay, so as we know that Rajya Sabha is at the center, Delhi, in New Delhi, so they will be having free accommodations, so and also free travel throughout the India. Okay, and also they can make 1,50,000 calls in an year. Okay, so how many calls they can make? They have free calls, they can call. Okay, and they can travel freely. Okay, without any cost. And when they will retire from this parliament, from this Rajya Sabha, they will get the pension of how much? 8,000 rupees. Now understood this, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now under the MP, that is member of the parliaments, we call it as. Okay, MP is the short form of member of the parliaments. The local area development scheme. Okay, so under this local area development scheme, you can see that the member who is the elected member from the area, okay, from the state, the member of the Rajya Sabha can spend up to how many rupees? 5 crore rupees in a state. So he has a right. He can spend the money on the development of the areas. Okay, with the consultation of whom? He has to consult the district magistrate first, and then he can spend that 5 crore rupees in a year. You can see that when he will be having that period, that time he can spend on these activities. Okay, not for his purpose. Okay, for the development of that area. Is it clear, children? Now see, today I have explained you the Rajya Sabha part. Okay, now you have understood. I will be sending the link once again on this app. Okay, so you can see, watch it again, so that you will understand clearly. Okay, and nicely. Now here you can see that today I have given one activity here. What you have to do? Draw the below given chart. Whatever the chart is given here, you have to draw in your notebook. Okay, so if you're starting the question answers, okay, so first draw this chart if you want to. Okay, okay, and draw this. This is your today's activity. Okay, understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now along with this link, what I will be doing, I'll be sending the short answers of this lesson.
draw.